Hi, everybody. Welcome back to your fave advocacy podcast. It's Regan and Court.
Hello, welcome back.
So, what are we talking about today, girlfriend?
I think something that we haven't really touched on is food. I feel like
Food.
food. Um, let's get like down to it. And when we say food, what our kids eat, which
Or
is
don't.
which
Or
is
don't eat.
don't eat. Because didn't you say it's awareness month this
Yeah,
month?
ARFID Awareness Month this month for
Which
May.
tell everyone what that means if you don't
So,
know what that is.
ARFID is avoidant, restrictive,
Yeah, that's why I made Reagan do it because
feeding
uh-huh.
food
Intake,
intake
ba basically,
disorder.
it's an eating disorder,
Yeah, yes.
but it's very common in autistic individuals, correct?
Yeah, has a lot to do with like sensory textures, flavors, and obviously our kids are a lot more sensitive to those types of things. So I feel like it has a bigger effect on them and what they can and cannot eat. And I think a lot of the times like people think that it's preference when it's, other things are actually going on with them.
100%. And I can always, I'm trying to think back, from the very beginning because I feel like it wasn't always like that. I mean, for a very short time. I
Mhm.
remember my oldest, he would eat, and maybe it was because it is a sensory thing because he's only really been into the puree stuff.
Mhm.
He doesn't eat meats. He's never been a meat eater, even though his only food he's been eating, this is my oldest. The only food he's been eating recently for dinner is hot dogs. So that is a meat. I don't know
Oh,
if it's the best meat, but
it's
whatever.
protein, yeah.
Yeah. I don't care.
Right, right.
I mean, I just don't care,
Yeah.
if they
I've
get
gotten to the
food,
point, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like, as long as they're eating anything,
something,
like, I literally don't
anything.
care what it is.
Right, and it's just, if you go online, that scary place, you see, the other side of the internet that's like, "Well, have you tried, removing gluten?" It's like,
Mhm.
What? If I
I'm not
remove
removing anything.
any
Yeah.
food,
Mm-mm.
we have, 5 options, so,
Yeah,
how are we removing food? And I
I
feel like a lot
know.
of times people that say that, maybe their child or whoever they know don't have the
Doesn't have that.
disorder.
Yeah, because like, I always say the thing like, "Oh, just replace it with the alternative, like, healthier option," and I'm like, "That it's not the same." Like, it's not the same packaging, it's not the same
Oh, yeah.
texture, it's not the same flavor, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, "That's not gonna work for us."
It's not, and I don't think my middle son has ever eaten a vegetable.
Yeah, Gigi has not. Yeah, Gigi has maybe when she was tiny, like a baby, eaten a vegetable, but yeah, it's not happening these days.
Right, and he used to eat, strawberries, and he won't eat those anymore, and I saw somewhere online, that's where I find everything, right?
Mhm.
The reason why, they'll eat Chex Mix and never give that
Right,
up, but they won't
right.
eat strawberries because it's different every single
The
time.
texture, the flavor. Yeah, well, that and I think about that a lot because I see a lot of kids that do eat, like, berries and fruit and stuff, and I'm like, it doesn't taste the same, like, every time it could be different, which is not great if you're, like, wanting the exact same flavor every time.
Right. And he has given up so much food. Because my middle son used to eat not a lot, but way more than my oldest, and now it's all gone. And it's like, what are we feeding him? Oh, the same thing every single night. But I don't care. As like
Right.
we said, as long as he's eating, I'm just worried that one food is
Gonna drop. Yeah,
drop, and it's
yeah.
like, what
Then
now?
what? I know. That's where we were at with G. So, like, she's always had, like, difficulty with eating, um, And so we had her in, like, feeding therapy and all of that, and we would try things at home, obviously. We saw, like, the developmental pediatrician, nutritionist, like, all of those types of things, and they would, like, offer suggestions and stuff. And I'm like, "That's" like, smoothies, like, she cannot drink a smoothie. She's not gonna drink a
Mm-mm.
smoothie, she's not gonna drink a
No.
shake, so they're like, "Oh, just put, fruits and veggies and vitamins and stuff in the smoothie," and I'm like, "She won't drink it." Like, it's
Right. And
so
I don't understand
limited.
why they, like, don't get that. They're like,
I
"Just
know.
hide it." It's like, "Okay,
I
how are
know.
you
Just
hiding
hide
it? It tastes different. The texture's
I
different."
the nutritionist that we were seeing, like, worked with autistic kids, and she was like, because like, she got one of her, like, main foods now is pizza, and, like, that started, when she was I think she was, like, 6? Around 6, and so we were so excited about it because I'm like, bread,
Yeah.
cheese,
Tomatoes.
tomato sauce, yeah, I'm like, "Perfect." And she's like, "Well, like, you can make your own, and then, like, you can take a meat sauce and, like, put it in there and, like, hide meat and, like, whatever," and I'm like,
You can't
No,
hide meat.
I'm not doing that." I'm
But
like,
even if
"Well"
you do, like, it's they know. And
yeah, they're
another
gonna
thing they
know.
would say is, like, "Just put it on the plate, like,
Oh, yeah,
offer the options." And I did
right.
that for a really long time.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I
you
did
know
that
what
for years.
happens? They
Just
don't want it
waste.
there, and they
Yeah,
throw it on my son just throws it on the floor, which we have dogs, like, fine,
so they
but,
eat.
like, he doesn't want that on the plate, like,
Right.
so I'm at the point which I feel like I've always been at that point, like, I don't care, like,
Yeah,
and my children are also really, really active,
yeah, they
so,
are.
like, they don't sit. If they're not sitting
Mhm.
or if they are sitting, I'm like, "Wait, what's wrong?" Which we can get
Something's
into
wrong.
that too,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
we'll get
Oh,
into that, but, what's another thing? Oh, did I bring up my oldest he eats the pouches, and that's where I'm very
mhm.
fortunate with him because there are, like, fruits and vegetables, which I'm like the fact that he even likes, like, banana squash in a baby form, but it's that texture of, like, a
Right.
smooth. Because 'cause he'll do
Mhm.
the yogurt, he does the pouches, and he does the applesauce.
Okay.
But, like, it has to be the exact same brand,
Mhm.
which, like, it has to be Publix pouches. Well, good luck when you go on vacation up
Somewhere
north.
else. Yeah.
They
Yep.
don't have it. And, like, Publix has, like, their brand, and you have to get Publix, so it's like
Mhm.
I'm always, like, stocking up before I go anywhere, and
Right.
even the applesauce, it has to be their brand, like, I can't get, like, the little
Mom.
to-go packs. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't get Mott's, so
Oh, no.
it's fine, just get a bag
Yeah,
of Chex Mix, and he's you can get Chex Mix anywhere,
that's true. Yeah, that's a good one. I know.
they love their Chex Mix.
A lot of, like, prepackaged stuff, a lot of, like, stuff that's full of preservatives, and I'm like, "Well, like, I don't know." Yeah, like, what can I do? I mean, obviously, I hope in the future it changes, like, I hope that it expands because the scary part is, like, when they do lose the food, it's like, what do you do? So when
Mhm,
we like, right after diagnosis, right after we moved, she was only eating french fries. Like,
mhm,
that was it. Literally just french fries. And then it was like, one day she didn't want french fries anymore, and that's when I was like, "Oh, shit, what are we gonna do?" Like, I
mhm.
was panicked, and so that's when we saw the nutritionist, that's when we were doing feeding therapy, and I'm like, "I don't know what to do." So I think the thing that's helped her the most because, like, people will ask me, like, "What did you do?" Like, "Do you do feeding therapy?" Like, none of those things really helped us. I was like, I forcing her to eat is not it for her. So, like, I think the things that have helped her the most have been, like, watching, like, YouTube videos, like, with food
Yes,
and, like, seeing those
yes.
other types of foods or whatever, taking her to the grocery store, taking her
Mm.
to, like, Circle K, 7-Eleven, like, that kinda thing. She loves going and, like, looking at the different food products, and then she might, like, get something new or try she loves, like, snack cakes right now, so she'll
What are
get
snack cakes?
like Ho-Hos
Oh,
and Ding
oh,
Dongs
oh,
and, like, you know what I mean?
actually, I think I
Zebra
remember
cake.
seeing okay, I think I remember seeing the zebra cakes by your
Yeah,
door when I was there, and
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, those look good."
I know, I
I
know.
should have
So she'll
snagged
get
one.
those and she'll try them. She loves, like, frosting from cupcakes,
So, I
that
mean
kinda stuff. So it's just, like, taking her out and, like, exposing her to that kinda stuff. And then when she did, like, get pizza, it was like, thank God, like, we've been holding on to that one for dear life because 'cause I'm
and
like,
it's I would assume, and I think it's not like any kind of pizza, you have to go pretty much to the same place?
she has, like, preferences, like, she will eat pizza, most pizzas
Okay,
at
that's good.
different
That's
places,
awesome.
so that's helpful, but she does, like, love Domino's. She loves, like, wood-fired pizza is her favorite, which
Ooh,
hello, it's delicious.
right. She
So
needs to go
that
on a pizza crawl with me.
I know. I wanna take her to New York City and, like, get
Can
all
I
the pizza
come?
spots. Hell yeah. Like,
The
yes.
pizza is so good. I was just in New York for Christmas time, my very first time of going to New York, and the best pizza I got was, like, late night, like, Uber I mean, who knows? It coulda came from Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know. Did you know that during COVID times, Chuck E. Cheese, like, changed made it sound like it was a restaurant
Really?
and was
Oh my
doing Uber
gosh.
Eats with their pizza?
No
And
way.
yeah,
That's
I'll have to find
hilarious.
out. Nick found that out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's hilarious," because Chuck E. Cheese pizza slaps. It's so
It's
good.
pretty good.
So back
Okay.
to when you said feeding therapy, what was that like for her? Like, was she stressed out? Kinda walk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we did it when she was really little with speech, and so she would just do it while she was in speech because her
Okay.
speech therapist was, like, trained in that. And so she would try different like, it was really just, like, exposing her to different foods, like having an apple there, cutting an apple, like that kinda thing, and she would, like, put things in her mouth to chew on them, but not necessarily eat, so that was okay, and then, we did feeding therapy when we moved here in home, and, like, um, it was a lot of, like, offer, smell, lick, like, that kinda stuff, but it started to become stressful for her as she got older. I feel like she was definitely having a harder time, like, being around food, which, like, if you have ARFID, it's a physical, like, reaction, like, you're not just, "Oh, I don't wanna eat that. It doesn't look good," or whatever, it's like, "I can't eat that. I won't eat that," like, it's literally disgusting to me or whatever. So, I think I mean, I know, like, feeding therapy does help many people, but I think that for us, it was not necessarily beneficial. So, whenever people ask me, I'm like, really just, like, following her lead, like, letting her go kind of
Yeah,
at her own pace, and
and
then
that's kinda how I feel about and everyone's different and everything works for every single individual, but the way I personally feel about feeding therapy, it's like, if it's not child-led, I don't
right.
think it's gonna be beneficial, and every time S has therapy and I see food therapy going on, and
Mhm.
I don't necessarily like what I see, I
Right.
don't think it would be beneficial for him, like, I don't think, because a lot of times the kids are really upset,
Mhm.
like, because they don't wanna eat it, and it's
Right.
stressful, but again, that might work for some child, but I know it's not gonna work for mine.
Mhm.
I remember it just popped in my head going back when S was little, like 3 or 4, he pocketed. I don't know if you
Mm.
ever experienced
Mm-mm.
that.
No.
It was scary, because he would pocket meat, because
Mhm.
my kids don't really eat meat other than the hot dogs, but oh, and pepperoni. S is pepperoni, E is hot dogs, but so we would get, like, Chick-fil-A chicken, and
Mhm.
his cheeks would be out to here, and I'd and he wouldn't let go of it,
Mhm.
and it was a sensory thing,
Right.
because his brain wasn't, acknowledging you need to swallow it.
Mhm.
And then another thing when we would go, like, on vacation or somewhere, like, different,
Mhm.
he would pocket all of his food, and I think it was just like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
stressful or
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, being in, like, a certain like, the rigidity of the schedule, like, I eat this at school, I eat this when I'm at home, like, that type of stuff, so being in a different environment could obviously be
that brings
hard.
up something though. I will say how we have brought new foods into S's diet. The teacher, the para, I wish she still worked there, but she retired. She would like text me and be like, taking videos, like, cracking up because S would steal other people's lunches and,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it would be like, "Oreos," like, "Oh, you need to go get Oreos." I'm like, "Of
Yeah,
course, it's Oreos, but whatever, I will get him Oreos." So, like, he's
yeah.
had an Oreo in his lunchbox since he, like, stole this poor kid's Oreos and, like, ran. She tried to get it, and he's like, "Nope, these are
Oh
mine."
my
But
gosh.
a good one he found was the dried strawberries,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're the same every single time.
Mhm.
I mean, they're $7 for, like, this much, but
Yeah,
whatever. I
yeah.
tried, like, different brands, but it's Publix. Publix is pricey.
It is. I know. I feel like school has definitely been helpful for Alex's diet because he for him, it's like we did like the baby led weaning thing. He would eat like off of my plate. He would be eating like celery and like all kinds of crazy
Oh,
stuff. And I'm
wow.
like, okay. And then like it stopped. And
Yes,
so
it just
then he
stops.
was like, yeah, he was like only like right now his diet pretty much consists of Pringles, rice, and then, like, toast, that kinda like, he did, like, McDonald's fries for a while, he did, like, that kinda stuff, and so, like, he'll occasionally go through things where he'll eat, like, a little bit more, but, school has definitely helped with that, so he'll go to school, he'll see the other kids' food, he'll might try it, and then obviously, like, they have classroom snacks and stuff, so he might try those, and then he's actually started getting the school lunch this year, which I was, like,
Oh,
shocked
wow.
about. Yeah, I think just being around other kids and, like, seeing them do it, he, like I don't know how much of it he's eating.
I was gonna say, did they tell you what he eats?
No, they don't. They're just like, "Oh, he got lunch," he got breakfast. He's going to breakfast too, which I'm like, "Okay." So he's going to breakfast and lunch, which is fine. I mean, I'll pay for it. I really don't care. I'm like, as if he'll try something new, like, I literally don't care. So
Yeah.
hopefully, I mean, he started liking Uncrustables that way, but he'll just eat the outside of the Uncrustable. He won't actually eat the ins. The peanut butter and jelly part.
Yes. That's what S does. I send in Uncrustables every day, and he only eats the outside. Probably because there's, like, too much jelly in it.
It's very, like yeah, the
It's
texture.
gooey.
Mhm.
I probably should just make it, but,
Oh,
like,
yeah, you could,
cause
but
I
he probably
have
likes the package.
well,
That's how
that's
Alex
true.
is. We
That's
just
true.
got he really likes those Paw Patrol yogurts, and so we got some, but they just changed their
Of
packaging, so now they're all
course.
red, and he, like, keeps I know he wants it, but he keeps looking at the package in the fridge, and he's like he won't eat it, and I'm like,
Why do they do
okay."
that? Why do
I
they do
know,
that?
and then the funniest part about it is, like so you know how they have, like, seasonal packaging for things? So he's had Pringles as, like, his main food for a long time now, and, like, they change it for, like, summer, they have, like, sunglasses on
Oh,
the
okay.
Pringles guy. For Halloween, they had, like, skeletons on
I
there.
never noticed that.
They change it throughout the year. Right now, they have, like, a basketball on there,
What
and
flavor is he eating?
just the original.
Okay.
So, we get like, I usually just order, like, 20 of them for, like, pickup, grocery
Okay.
pickup or whatever, so I'm not actually picking them out. So, like, we'll be getting some that have, like, different themes on them
Yeah.
or whatever, and so we had, like, 1,000 skeleton ones, he would not eat them. I'm like, "Dude."
Did you put him in the like, save the old containers
I
and
can't.
just
No, he has to open it. He has to open it,
oh.
and, like, it has to be fresh, and he won't
Ugh.
even eat the whole package. He'll, like, eat some of it, and then, like, he'll decide that he's done with it and throw it away and then open a new one.
That's great that he can open it.
Yeah. Oh, he loves it. He, like, does it with
Oh,
his
that's
rat
great.
teeth.
Oh, his rat teeth.
But it's like, I don't know. I'm like, I've tried just to let go of all of that because I'm like,
For
if I
sure.
stress about this, like, I will
We have
go
enough to stress about.
yeah, I'll drive myself crazy. Like,
Right.
I can't worry about this. So, I think we're getting to a good place with food for now. Like, obviously, it ebbs and it flows for our kids. But I think we're in a pretty good place right now. Like, G's on Domino's and then her pizza spots. And then she likes this frozen pizza that they have at Sprouts. And I feel like it's pretty good, like
If it's at
the
Sprouts, it's
ingredients
gotta
and
be,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, I'm like, it's pretty healthy, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be.
And she's gotta have the pepperonis on there, but she will not eat the
Mm,
pepperonis. So
mhm,
I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I
mhm.
usually eat the pepperonis.
Yeah, lucky you. We started getting the vitamins that is, like, powder that you can, like, hide,
Mm,
quotations, hide,
yeah.
and it was going really well, and I was, like,
Mhm.
excited about it because I just to give him because it has vegetables in it, and now he's not drinking his water, so I'm like, "Okay, he knows."
Yeah,
Like,
I
and they
don't
say, like, flavorless,
oh,
blah, blah,
flavor
blah, blah, blah,
no.
like
I don't do that. I
well,
can't do that.
I
Yeah, I'm
know,
like I
but
like
I gave it a try, I gave it a good old, what do they say, college try,
college try.
and
Yeah, I feel like because that was the advice from, like, all of the nutritionists and everybody, and they're like, "Just hide this in their food and blah, blah, blah," and I'm like, "But she knows, and then she's
Right,
not going to trust me. I can't
that's
build that
true.
trust with her. She's not gonna trust what I'm giving her, and then
I
what?
will
She's
say,
gonna be
though,
pissed."
I will say, like, he watches me do it. I'm like, "I'm putting vitamins
Yeah, I
in."
think if you tell them and you're, like,
Yeah,
transparent about it, but I feel like
yeah.
the whole thing that they were, like, telling me
They're
to
like,
do was
"Hi,"
hide it in
yeah.
the food so they don't know, and I'm like, "Well, that's
Of
really messed up
yeah,
because
that's very
why?"
true. But, like, he sees me do it and stuff, and he was fine with it for, like, a little bit, but now he's not drinking. He wants my Stanley Cup, which
Yeah,
it's fine. That stuff was really expensive anyway, so I gave it a
right.
try, and I'm thinking about trying it because I started doing the melatonin for sleep, which I think you told me about, which has been a
Mhm.
game changer. But he doesn't take medicine, so I'm like, how am I going to get it? But he likes fruit snacks, so
Gummies. Yeah.
I found one because I did a couple brands and he would spit them out, and
Mhm.
then I
Oh, it
found
tastes
one
gross.
yeah, so I found one he liked, so I'm like, maybe I'll just get like a vitamin gummy that has
Vitamin.
vegetables in it,
That's what
like
we do. Yeah, that's what we do for G, so she'll do the gummies. And so I that's how I give her most of her vitamins and stuff is through gummies. Alex won't take any gummies or
yeah.
medicine. So it's like,
I feel like it
okay.
would be like a hit or miss with gummies because of, like, the texture, I mean,
Right.
it's a it's a weird texture, but I love them.
Mhm.
That's, like, my one thing, like, I'll be on the healthiest diet in the world, not really, I don't but, if I was, I am not giving up gummies, like, that's my thing, I love them so much, every single kind.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
so good, that being said, should we move on to something else?
We can. Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, so do you ever and I know we say we don't do it, but do you ever look online and I guess comparing, I don't know, or just how did they do that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's always like I always like when I first started posting more and, like, getting out there in the community and stuff, I was always looking for somebody who was, like, the same as Gigi. I was like, "I'm gonna find somebody who's the same as her." And I was like, "No." Well, now I'm like,
It
"No,
doesn't
that's not
exist.
possible. Does not exist."
I think looking back, it's the difference between when you start off with your child's diagnosis and then you grow and you're like, okay, my child is
Right.
my child.
Mhm.
And also the internet's fake. You
Right.
only post what you want to post. I mean, some people post everything, but we don't need to
Right.
get into that. But Um, the reason why I bring this up, someone brought up to me that they recently saw me at the water, and, like, said that there's no way they could do that, and I, like, wanted to bring up to people, like, you only see what you see, like, I am not at the water, like, having, I'm not, like, sitting on a beach chair and, like,
Relaxing.
drinking my Mai Tai and, like, having a grand old
Not with the
non-stressful
kids, yeah.
no. And I'm also not there by myself.
Right.
Like, if I'm at, like, a lake or somewhere we're throwing water we like to throw rocks.
Mhm.
S is a huge he loves water, he loves sensory sticking, but I am not, like, getting in my car and be like, "Alright, guys." Like, I mean, I do a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't do alone, like, you
Yeah,
always say,
you
"What
do
are
a
you doing?"
lot. Yeah, I'm like, "How are
It's
you
mostly
alone with all those kids?"
it's mostly the playground, the same playground with the fence that my son can now
True.
climb,
Yeah.
but that and then I did the neighborhood one that has a stream and, like, we're done there.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, you told me you're like, "Oh, I'm walking behind Dairy Queen to the street." I'm like, "What
Oh, yeah,
the?"
I did that. I don't know, it's Lexapro, man, it gives me a lot of courage.
I'm like, "You
Yeah,
are wild," because that
but
would never be me alone with my children.
I
Sorry.
guess I do get myself in those situations because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, I can do this," and then I get there and I'm like, "It's a nightmare." Um But, like, if I'm going to, like, a body of water, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that by myself, but you'll see on the internet, like, I'll post, like, a little snippet reel, and it looks like I'm
Right.
just, like, out there, like, the one climbing the tree, like, my
Mhm.
husband's literally there. So I guess my point is, like, if you're starting off in the diagnosis and, like, you see stuff on the internet, like, just know the internet's, like,
A
not
second of
yeah.
somebody's life.
Yeah, it's not,
Like,
like, the true everyday like, of course, every single picture I take, like, you don't see, like I'm sure that day my son eloped and I'm literally like, the other day of me the climbing park, my husband went to the bathroom, which I knew was he's like, "I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be right back," and I'm like,
no,
"Hey, 3
no.
kids,
Yeah.
no gate on this place." S took off, and I'm literally, like, running, and then my oldest is, like, freaking out because he got lost, and then my daughter just behind me crying, like but you don't see that on the internet. I literally had this, like, gorgeous, like,
In the
"Ba-da-da-da-da-da."
field.
But if I took the,
The
audio
real
on my video, it would've been like, like, I'm literally, like, huffing and puffing, so I guess the point of it if you hear this and you're starting off on your diagnosis and, shit's hard, but, like, we're not, like but shit's also good.
Yeah.
I guess the point of it is just don't compare yourself and still
Yeah.
have to get out there.
Yes.
Don't hide in your house even though
Yeah.
sometimes it's kinda nice in there, but still get out there.
It's easier sometimes. I know. That's the thing, it's like, it's hard to get out, obviously, but sometimes being trapped at home is also hard, so it's like
Yeah, because your kids get bored, at least mine
yes.
do.
Yeah, oh, mine do too.
I'm kinda nervous about summer.
I'm
I mean
extremely nervous
I
about
love
summer.
it though, cause I love sleeping in-ish, like, not
Yeah,
having
not
like,
doing school.
not having
Yeah.
to get in the car, like,
Mhm.
24/7, like, I'm always in the car. I mean, I'm still
Yeah,
going to for therapy, but I don't
right.
know. I'm, like, kinda scaling back on the therapy thing. I mean, we've
Yeah,
talked about that and other things because we lost the 3rd SLP, and I'm like, I think I'm, like, gonna take a break on that. Like, I'm not 'cause I've reached out to
yeah.
another place and then they've called me like 100 times and I'm, like, kinda ghosting them. Um,
Mm,
hopefully
mhm.
don't listen to me, therapy place, but, like, I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm good." But I will say that
Yeah.
place, the thing I think the reason I am ghosting them, I will say and I know when you talk to the person, like, on the phone, it's, like, the front desk person and they're
Mhm.
not, like, necessarily, like, know everything, they're just the front desk person,
Yeah, the
which I
scheduler.
get.
Mhm.
Right. But I said, like, "Hey, do you guys have a gym?" And she said, "Yes, the child gets to go to the gym as a reward." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, well,
no.
okay."
Stop that.
That's
Yeah. No.
my child does not go in a room, like, he hates the small little room.
Yeah,
And that's
well
why it's,
yeah, I
confined.
know.
And that's why I love my OT, like, she's just chasing him, like, where he wants to go, like,
Mhm.
and if he wants to go in the room, but again, that could not be true, like, she probably just might think that, that's, like, a
Maybe,
reward place, but
hopefully.
that turned me off, and I'm like, I'm ghosting the call," even though I've heard great things about the place, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm kinda burnt out,
Yes.
and he's I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't do like hardly any therapy with Alex until recently. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I think especially for our kids, like you need to have that connection, you need to have the right person. And a lot
100%.
of the times, like you don't have that. Like you just have
And then it's not
whoever.
beneficial, it's
It's
not
not beneficial.
for
No, it's like a waste of
anyone.
time.
Right, I'm not
Yes.
gonna pull him out of his bed because he doesn't
Mhm.
wake up early because he's up late and up in the middle of
Right.
the night. I'm not gonna pull him out of bed for not the right fit, and
Right.
it's not like I think at the very beginning, and I know we've discussed this before, like, once I got the diagnosis, they're like, "Early intervention is key, you need all this therapy, blah, 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 blah." So you're like, "I need this, I need this, I need this." It's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
"No, I don't."
It's too
It's
much.
too
It's
much.
so much. I know. We have so, like, for Gigi, she gets through the state here, she gets 2 hours of OT, 2 hours of speech, an hour of feeding therapy, an hour of music therapy, and I'm like, after school, like, that's a lot.
Right.
So, you're going to school full day and doing therapy there, and then you're going to an hour of therapy at least, like, that's what, 5 hours? So every day you're going to
Is
therapy
that
after
any
school?
therapist, though, or do you have to go to, like, who they provide?
We can pick whoever they have
Oh,
on
that's so
contract or,
nice.
like,
Oh,
whoever
on
takes their
contract, though?
insurance. Well, it's the insurance.
Okay.
So if they take our insurance, our Medicaid, then they can go
That's
there.
nice. That's
Mhm.
really nice that you have the option.
It's
But
great. I
it's
mean, it's really great, like, we don't have
but
to
it's a
pay
lot.
for it, but it's a
But
lot for her,
a
and
f
I'm like,
I
"This
mean, a
is."
full day of school for anyone, it's
Yeah,
just I mean, I see with my oldest, when he comes home, he just wants to relax,
to
like,
chill.
and watch a
Yeah.
show and eat, like, cause that's another thing, like, they don't have their screens, at least mine don't
Mhm.
have their screens at school, and, like, that's a huge tool for regulation, and I don't
Mhm.
care what they say, "Oh, don't give your kids screen time," like, no, that's their tool of regulating and learning and their special interests, so
Right.
I
Right.
don't know. I'm chilling, on the therapy this summer, that's for sure. I'm not even
I think
gonna
it's good. I think
I
that's a
mean,
good
if we
thing.
had a therapist, we would still be going because I really liked her, but we don't have her anymore, so I'm not gonna, like
Yeah, find somebody. Finding
'cause
somebody is
I
hard.
used to cry every single time, and on the 3rd one, I didn't even bat an
Mm,
eye. I'm like, "Okay, bye." Like,
I know.
"See you
I
later."
know. I think that happens, like, you get well, I mean, I still do get sad if I really, really like
Well, if you've
them.
had them for a
Yeah,
long time, but I was like they were coming
yeah,
around the
the turn.
clock, and I'm like, "Okay." Like,
Mhm.
bye. Like, I wish I would have known this, like, before I got you a really nice Christmas gift. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shoot.
Like, I had you for, like, a day, and now you're gone, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, so real quick, story time. Um, Yesterday or 2 days ago, we went to the park. I know, I went by myself, but my neighbor was there, so, like, I feel like we kinda, like, go in it together because she has 3 kids, and I have 3 kids, and
Damn.
2 of hers are autistic
6
and 2 of
kids?
mine.
6
And
kids
then
and 2 adults.
well, and it's, like, the same situation, like, she has a low support needs and a high support needs, so we go to the park together, and I feel like the older kids kinda help out, I don't know,
Mhm.
it's pure chaos, but, um, there's a fenced-in playground, but then, of course, there's a field outside, and that's where my daughter's in the background, um, so of course, at the end, S wanted to go out there and join everyone. And me, I'm like, okay, let's go. As he like takes off and I'm like running, but I finally like got him in and he has been watching this video on his tablet of like ants attacking a raspberry.
Oh.
So gross, but I don't like ants. But so he found an ant pile.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and he was, like, going to town and, like, stomping it, and they were all going crazy, and I'm like, w in my head, I'm like, "Oh, great. Like, that's cool, Lexapro." Um, everyone's like, "How are you so calm?" I'm like, "Just let him." Well, my friend's kid, he was like, "Those are red ants," and I'm like,
Oh
"Oh
no.
my gosh, what?" And Ed's never cried or freaked out, but they're, like, crawling up his legs, and I'm like, "Oh my god," like, I start panic, I'm like, we gotta go," and then they're all over my daughter, and she's screaming,
Oh my god.
I
You
know,
didn't
pure
tell me this
chaos.
story.
I didn't? I
No.
thought I told you.
No.
Um, so, like, I get them all gone, I'm like my oldest son's, like, screaming and, like, it's like a whole scene, I swear. Anywhere we go, it's a scene at
Oh
this
my
point.
gosh.
So I'm like, "We're getting in the car and going." So we get home, and S, like, immediately jumps out of my car, and his new thing, instead of getting on the roof of my car, is he runs to this tree and jumps up in it so I can't get him.
Mhm.
Um, so we, like, chilled outside for, like, a good hour, and he was in that tree. I never saw him, like, fall or anything, he's really good on his feet, but then when he finally got out of the tree, he was walking kinda like, bow-legged, so fast forward, like, 4 a.m., he was, like, up crying, like, real tears, and he doesn't really, like,
Cry.
cry, like, real like, he can scream and, like
Yeah.
but, like, if he's, like, in pain, like, I think he has, like, a threshold for pain, like,
Mhm.
so that's when I'm like, "Oh, no, something's wrong." And then yesterday, he stayed in the same spot all day, and that's when I said we would get there
Mhm.
because if he's not moving, like, there's something wrong. But,
Right.
like, that's the thing with, like, minimally speaking and non-speaking, like, they can't really necessarily tell you,
Mhm.
like, if they're like, what's causing the pain. Obviously, I know
Right.
he's in pain, so I'm like, did those fire ants, like, did he have a
Oh my
reaction?
gosh. Yeah.
But there was no bite, so I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, and he doesn't take medicine.
Mhm.
So, I'm hoping today he has a better day, but
Mhm.
those dang fire ants, that's what I'm thinking. But if he had no bite marks, I don't know, maybe he was just having an off day and it just happened to fall
Yeah.
on the fire ant day.
Right. Oh no.
Yeah, but that's me taking my kids, by myself.
Letting them out. Yeah, you didn't tell me about the fire ant part.
I
You told
swear I
me
did.
no, you told me he
Probably because I was so
got
freaked
hurt.
out about it, like,
Yeah.
once I saw them crawling, I'm like I got in my head, like, freaking out, disgusting, like,
Ugh.
"Ooh," and then, like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I'd get,
Chronic
like, an
pneumonia.
itch, and I'm like, "Oh my god,
Ugh.
they're in me." But he was cracking up, he thought it was the funniest thing, and there was so many, like, when he, like, made a stomp, they were everywhere. Ugh,
Oh my
nightmare fuel,
gosh.
nightmare fuel.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight.
But that like, another thing to go back to the food thing, when he was having seizures, they, like, gave him, like, hardcore drugs, and I was, like, kinda on the fence about that, but, like,
Yeah.
they're like, "Just put it in his food," and it was, like, 6 tablets, like, opening all this, like, drugs, the seizure meds. I'm like, You can't hide this in food, like,
No.
no."
Yeah. Especially if
Um
it's like pepperonis. Like, how do you hide it on that?
Well, they were like, "Put it in water," and I'm like, "Ugh, it's just gonna change like, it's gonna taste like
Mhm.
poison, like, you're putting a
Right.
seizure drug in water."
Mhm.
And then they're like, "Well, just get chocolate syrup." I'm like, "He doesn't eat
He doesn't eat
chocolate
that.
syrup."
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was another thing, like, any, like, time he needs, like I found out that they do shots of what is it? What's like, if you have an ear infection maybe? Not an ear infection, ear
Oh, like
infection?
antibiotics?
Yes, they have it through a shot,
Okay. That's
and
good.
they don't like, they're, like, against doing it, like, they say it's
Oh.
not as effective, and I found out, like, from a nurse friend that, like, you can get it a shot, like, the doctor didn't offer it, and I'm like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
like,
Well, if he won't take antibiotic
it was
like
like an antibiotic, I can't
yeah.
remember what it was. Oh, it was for what's it called when they get horsey? Croup. My kids always get
Um,
croup. That's scary. They
mhm.
get croup and you have to take is it antibiotics? I'm really bad at this, but I think it's the antibiotics. And of course, my oldest will take it, but S ended up getting croup from E, and he won't take the medicine, and they're like, "No, just
Mhm.
keep giving." I'm like, "He won't take it. We'll put chocolate syrup." I'm like, "He won't."
Yeah.
So, finally, a friend was like, "Did you get it through a shot?" And I'm like, "They have that." And then the doctor's like, "Well, it's not very, like, as effective as the medicine." I'm like, "Well, obviously it is if he's not taking
Yeah.
it.
You
So,
won't
give me the
take it.
shot. Give me the
Mhm.
shot right now." So, that's what we do anytime
That's good
he
to
needs
know because yeah.
yes. I tell a lot of people that, I'm like, "You can get it in a shot." I mean, obviously, getting a shot's horrible, but at least you know that they're getting the
They're
medicine.
getting it.
Because a
Yeah.
lot of times, like, other things I won't get into, like, why he needed medicine, but there's other things, and it's like, he won't
Mhm.
take it and he needs it.
Yeah.
So, also, you can go to a compound pharmacy and
Okay.
basically do anything. So, like, he has terrible migraines, so a nurse friend of mine was like, "You can get, like, I think it's Tylenol, one of the 2, and suppositories."
Oh.
And I was like, "Didn't know that from my doctor. Thank you, friend."
Mhm.
So any other drug, you can like, however they take the medicine, like, they have a specific flavor, suppository, gummy, you can go to the compound pharmacy, have your
Mm.
doctor put it in for whatever they need for, in a suppository or however they take it. I'm like,
Yeah. That's amazing.
"Mhm." So, they don't
'Cause
tell
that's
you
a
that
yeah.
you
That's been a struggle for us, obviously.
just compound that up.
Mhm. Good to know.
All right, friend. Well, let's wrap it up. I think next week we might have a special guest.
Yes. Yes. I think we're gonna do, like, one
Yay!
of us, and then one of a special guest, and
I
then one
know
of us
we're
only.
almost coming to an end. I can't believe it.
I can't believe we've
Season
done all
s-
these episodes.
we really did it.
We did it,
Finally.
friends.
We did it. Bye
Alright.
girl.
Bye.